Rebel Yell Podcast, Trib Live High School Sports Network. Our podcast presented by Edgar Snyder and Associates. Go local, go with Edgar, helping injured people since 1982. EdgarSnyder.com. Edgar Snyder will be our presenting sponsor for our broadcasts of 11 of the 12 WPIAL Championship games. No offense to the gals from Canna McMillan and from Norwin, the 6A game, but contractually we were unable to do that game. Won't go into any of that. It'll bore you to tears. But we will be broadcasting the other 11 championship games at the Peterson Events Center. Check us out on our website, on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube, here, there, and everywhere. It's easy. So join us, the folks who have been doing these games all year long. All right, semifinals in the books. Championships are set. So we are here to look back at what happened going back to Saturday and also on Monday and Tuesday. We'll start in boys 6A. Boy, if you like rematches, you're going to love the 2026 WPIAL Championships. 5 rematches from a year ago, once again happening at the Peterson Events Center in 2026. And of the other 7, so that's nearly half, of the other 7, 5 of those games have at least one team that was either a champion from a year ago or a runner-up from a year ago, more likely a runner-up from the 2025 playoffs. So that's only 2 fresh matchups here this season. Always nice to have new blood, but the great programs do what the great programs do. One of those rematches is in 6A, number 1 versus number 2. It'll be Upper St. Clair against Newcastle. In the semifinals, Upper St. Clair defeated Seneca Valley. Wasn't easy, but the Panthers over the Raiders 42-35. Ryan Robbins having himself quite the postseason. The junior had 29 in the victory over Fox Chapel, 15 to lead the way in the triumph over Seneca Valley. Newcastle, meanwhile, blood, sweat, and tears to defeat Central Catholic. Let's give some love to the Vikings. How about it? 4 losses this year, a heartbreaker to Newcastle here in the semifinals, and 2, well, no, they have 3 losses. The heartbreaker to Newcastle, they lost a nail-biter to Upper St. Clair in the regular season. They are right there, but will not be participating in the district championship game. Newcastle 52, Central Catholic 49, tie game. Marino Graham, the freshman, sort of the play designed for him to take it into the paint. Kind of lost control of the ball, but just shows you what a great and special athlete he is. Somehow, some way, pushes it over to Damian Harrison. He gets the and one, the bucket, and the foul, hits the free throw, and the Canes win 52-49. Marino Graham, 19 points to lead Newcastle. So Upper St. Clair defeated Newcastle last year. A lot of folks think this might be the year for the Red Hurricanes. Friday, 9 o'clock for the boys 6A championship game. Boys 5A will be 1 versus 3. Chartiers Valley, defending champs, return to the championship. Wasn't easy. A dogfight on Tuesday at Peters Township, standing room only crowd. Char Valley 39, Moon 37. If you like defense, you like this game. It was a scrap. I mentioned the 2 teams that met twice in the regular season as Section 4 foes, splitting. Char Valley's only section loss was to Moon. Late in the game, Luca Federico with a big bucket. Then he later hit 2 free throws that put the Colts up to stay. Chance for the Tigers as time was winding down, not the shot they wanted. Brady Bauman with a desperate three from deep was short with about 2 seconds left as Moon falls 39-37. Luca Federico with 13 points to lead the Colts. They will be playing number 3, Thomas Jefferson, the Jaguars, over the Hampton Talbots in the other semifinal game, 61-48. Nick Turkala with 19 points to lead the Jaguars, who are into the finals for the first time since 1988. That game will be Saturday, 7 o'clock, the final game of the 12 championship games. Colts and Jaguars, Saturday at 7. Boys 4A championship in the semifinals. Top seed Quaker Valley over Deer Lakes wasn't easy. What a tournament for the Lancers. They came in as the number 13 team. There were only 14 teams in Class 4A. They beat number 4 Derry. They beat number 5 Hopewell, and darn near beat number 1 Quaker Valley. Quakers win 44-42. Zach Washington, 20 points. He has 38 points now in 2 postseason games for the Quakers. They will now play the number 3 seed. This is a 1-3 game. The Knock Knights. Knock upended North Catholic in the rubber game of their 3-game series this season. Thus far, they still could meet in the state playoffs. Knock 70, North Catholic 46. Impressive performance by the Knights. Vinny DeFelice with 17 points to lead the way. Knock and Quaker Valley, final game on Thursday. That's at 9 p.m. Boys Class 3A semifinals. Sewickley Academy defeats, not Sewickley Academy, that's 2A. South Allegheny defeats Shadyside Academy 48-41. Gladiators had blown out the Bulldogs twice in the regular season. They're in the same section, but they were down 4 going into the fourth quarter, outscored SSA 22-11 in that fourth quarter to prevail and return to the WPIAL finals. 48-41, South Allegheny over Shadyside Academy. Drew Cook, 15 points to lead the way for the Gladiators. They will play in a rematch of last year's title game, number 2, Aliquippa. The Quips, they have been very impressive, especially on the defensive side of the ball here in the postseason. The most points they've allowed was in the first round to Stowe Rocks, 33 to Seton LaSalle in the quarters, 38 to South Park in the semifinals, 60-38 Quips over the Eagles. Khalil Good leading the way. Very good. 21 points for Aliquippa. South Allegheny upended Aliquippa a year ago. The two teams will meet again. Quips with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. Saturday afternoon, 1 o'clock at the Peterson Event Center for South Allegheny, Aliquippa 2. 2A semifinals played on Monday. Jeanette over Clareton, 44-29, winning Jayhawks beating the Bears for the 3rd time this season. Kaimoni Brown with 15 points to lead the defending champs back to the championship, where they will take on the team that they upended in the semifinals a year ago, Sewickley Academy. This is the 1-2 matchup. The Panthers advancing with a 56-30 victory over Our Lady of the Sacred Heart. Drew Steele, Adam Akamba, 12 points each to lead the way for the Sewickley Academy Panthers. A lot of folks thought they were going to win it all a year ago, lost to Jeanette in the semifinals, then lost in the PIAA championship game in heartbreak fashion. Only one loss this year, and that was to New Jersey Power. I think it was Don Bosco out of New Jersey that Sewickley Academy lost to. But Jeanette, they've only lost twice, and they are the defending champs. Jeanette Sewickley Academy, Friday, 5 p.m., second game of 4 on Friday. And finally, in Class A semifinals, Neighborhood Academy throttles Monessen 50-21. Cadron Gilmore, 17 points to lead the way for the defending champion Bulldogs. Rematch, they will get the Sarah Catholic Eagles. Somehow Sarah Catholic seeded 6th in the tournament. They weren't a 6 seed. They beat Nazareth Prep handily for the second time this year, by the way. 71-51, Tyler Sapita. 18 points in a victory over Avella, 19 points in the win over the Saints. So once again, in Class A, it'll be Neighborhood Academy against Sarah Catholic in the title game, second straight year. This game, Thursday at 5 p.m. So it's the first of the 12 championship games. All right, let's go to the girls now. In Class 6A, semifinals were on Tuesday. Top seed Kenna McMillan over Seneca Valley, 47-42. Madison Clare with 15 points to lead the Big Macs into the title game where they will play the 2 seed, the Norwin Knights. Norwin, in a rematch of last year's 6A championship game, upended Upper St. Clair, knocking out the reigning champs, 46-28. Ava Christopher, 18 points for Norwin. Saturday, 5 p.m., it'll be Kenna McMillan against Norwin in the girls' Class 6A championship game. Girls 5A played on Saturday, this past Saturday. South Fayette 66, Peters Township 27. Bounce back for the Lions. You'll remember in the quarterfinals, they had their hands full, beat Trinity 26-23. I think they had scored more than 26 points by the end of the first quarter. 66-27, eliminating the defending champion Peters Township Indians. This was a rematch of last year's 5A girls title game. Juliet LaRue, 20 points to lead the Lions back into the championship game for a 5th straight year, looking for their 4th gold medal. Won't be easy. They'll play number 2 Thomas Jefferson. The Jaguars take care of business against Penn Trafford in the semifinals, 69-41. Emma Altavilla leading the way for the Jags with 19 points. 1 versus 2, South Fayette against Thomas Jefferson Friday, 7 o'clock in the girls' 5A finals. Girls Class 4A rematch. It'll be number 1 Blackhawk against number 2 Oakland Catholic. Once again, this season in the semifinals. Aubrey Hopshe claims she did not have a very good game. All she did was score 29 points and have 24, 25 rebounds. Blackhawk 54 and Elizabeth Forward 40. Meanwhile, Oakland Catholic was sweeping their series against North Catholic, winning for the 3rd time in 3 meetings this season, 46-29. Josie Fontana, she had 15 in the quarterfinal win over South Park, 16 in the victory over the Trojans. Last year, Oakland Catholic was the 2 seed, upended number 1 Blackhawk. The 2 teams meet again Saturday afternoon, 3 o'clock, Cougars and Eagles for a 2nd straight year. Girls Class 3A semifinals were played on Saturday. No surprises. In the 1 game played at Keystone Oaks, Shadyside Academy 55 and Seton LaSalle 36. Casey Sauer, she had 15 points in the quarterfinal win for the Bulldogs, 18 points in the semifinal victory as Shadyside Academy back to the championship game for a 4th straight year. And for a 2nd straight year rematch, they will be taking on Greensburg Central Catholic. The Centurions, the number 3 seed, upended the 2nd seed Beaver Falls Tigers and did so rather handily. 67-30 was the final score. Erica Gribble, what has she done in the playoffs? Well, she scored 23 points in the first round, 25 in the quarterfinals, 27 in the semifinals, which means she should be in line to score 29 in the championship game against Shadyside Academy. We'll see. That's tough to ask. 67-30, Greensburg Central Catholic over Beaver Falls. So for a 2nd straight year in 3A girls, we get Shadyside Academy against Greensburg Central Catholic. Last year, the Bulldogs swept the Centurions because they were in the same section, Section 1, in Class 3A. Bulldogs swept the Centurions, but then GCC upended Shadyside Academy in the championship game. Same scenario this year. Shadyside Academy swept the regular season against Greensburg Central Catholic. What will happen in the third meeting? We'll find out Thursday, 7 o'clock. Bulldogs and the Centurions. Girls Class 2A. What an impressive postseason, season for the Neshannock Lancers. They have been dominant. They won in the first round over Brentwood by 60 points. They beat Laurel in the quarterfinals by only 38 points. And they defeat Rochester, another team from their section, in the semifinals. They win by, I'm doing quick math here, 49 points, 73-24, Neshannock over Rochester. Peyton Newman, our player of the week last week, 20 points to lead the way for the Lancers, who returned to the championship game for a second straight year. Lost to Aliquippa a year ago. This time they will be playing Winchester Thurston. Wasn't easy, but the Bears pull away. They defeat Chartiers Houston 51-36. Deshae Cochran and Jasmine Hollins combined for 43 points of the 51 scored by Winchester Thurston. So the Bears and the Lancers in the 2A Girls Championship game will be Saturday, 11 a.m. And finally, in the Class A Girls Championship game, Geibel Catholic stunned top seed Aquinas Academy in the semifinals in overtime, 52-50. Mallory Clemmer leading the way with 24 points for the Gators. Geibel Catholic, remember, they had been undefeated until late in the regular season. I think maybe the last game of the regular season, lost to Sarah Catholic, and they fell to the fourth seed. So some may think, well, this is a surprise run, but not necessarily so. They have had an outstanding season. They will now take on the Sarah Catholic Eagles. Sarah did the dirty work. They knocked out Union, the Scotties, three-time defending champions. Their reign of terror in girls Class A ends, at least for now. 48-36, Sarah Catholic over Union. Bella Dombrowski, who had 17 points in the Eagles' quarterfinal win, scores 19 in the victory over Union. Geibel Catholic v. Sarah Catholic. First game on Friday, set for a 3 p.m. start. There's been some rumors that Emma Larkin was injured in the post-game celebration and will not be playing. Talked to her. She said she will be playing. Didn't discuss the injury, but she will be playing on Friday. Gators and Eagles. Real quick, let's get you caught up to date as far. A lot of games are set for Wednesday in the consolation round for those who think that it's important to seed the PIAA teams in head-to-head matchups. That's fine. We'll start with the girls for third place. And this is a win-in-your-in game. Seneca Valley at Upper St. Clair Thursday at 7 o'clock. Only the top three teams make it to the state playoffs. So this is a big one. Raiders at Panthers Thursday, 7 o'clock. Winner goes to the state playoffs. Loser, their season is over. Class 5A, Penn Trafford defeated Peters Township. So Penn Trafford is the third place team. Peters Township is the fourth place team. Baldwin beat Indiana. Baldwin, the fifth place team. Indiana, the sixth place team. Trinity beat Fox Chapel. The Hillers are number 7. Foxes are 8 because the top 8 teams make it in girls 5A. Wednesday, Elizabeth Ford is at North Catholic for third place in 4A, and Bell Vernon hosts South Park. That's for fifth place in 4A, but both those teams have already qualified for the state playoffs. In girls Class 3A, Beaver Falls beat Seton LaSalle, so the Tigers are the 3 seed, Rebels are the 4th seed, and Quaker Valley defeated Our Lady of the Sacred Heart. Quakers are the 5th seed, Chargers are the 6th seed. Both those teams had qualified. 2A, on Thursday, for third place, Rochester visits Chartiers Houston. On Wednesday, for 5th place, Fort Cherry is home to Aliquippa. And for 7th place and a PIAA playoff berth, Laurel at Burgettstown. That's a win-in-your-in game. The loser is out. Only the top 7 teams make it to the states in girls 2A. And in girls Class A, coming up Wednesday, Aquinas Academy home to Union. That's the 3rd place game. The 5th place game is Sewickley Academy at St. Joseph. Both those teams have clinched a state playoff berth. Top 6 teams make it in girls Class A. Boys 6A coming up on Wednesday. Central Catholic against Seneca Valley. Both teams have clinched a playoff berth for the states. Winner is the 3rd seed. Loser is the 4th seed. That game is at Shaler at 5:30. Vikings and Raiders. Rundown of games: 2 on Wednesday, 1 on Thursday in boys 5A. 3rd place game is Hampton at Moon. That's Thursday at 7 o'clock. 5th place game is Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Penn Hills at Gateway. And the 7th place game is Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Ringgold at Shaler. Both teams are in. Top 8 make it in boys 5A. Boys 4A, for 3rd place, Wednesday, Deer Lakes is at North Catholic. For 5th place, rivals in Beaver County collide as Central Valley visits Hopewell. That's a winning you're in game. Only the top 5 teams make it in boys 4A. So the winner of Central Valley Hopewell is in. The loser, their season is over. Boys 3A, 3rd place game is Thursday. It will be South Park home to Shadyside Academy. 5th place game Wednesday, Seton LaSalle at Mohawk. 7th place game also Wednesday, Ligonier Valley at Southmoreland. That is a win in your in game. 7 teams make it in boys 3A. So the winner of the Rams at Scotties is headed to the state playoffs. Loser, their season is over. 2A boys, 3rd place game Wednesday, Clairton at Our Lady of the Sacred Heart. 5th place game Wednesday, Eden Christian Academy at Jefferson Morgan. And the 7th place game Wednesday, Winchester Thurston at Neshannock. The girls are playing for WPIAL Gold on Saturday. The boys are playing for the 7th seed in the state playoffs. Both the Bears and the Lancers are in because the top 8 teams make it out of Class 2A. And in Class A, coming up on, well, no, it was a final. They played it on Tuesday. Monessen defeated Nazareth Prep. Monessen is the 3rd seed in boys Class A. Nazareth Prep is the 4th seed. So there you have it, semifinal recap, consolation update, et cetera, et cetera. Again, 11 of the 12 championship games you can listen to on the Trib Live High School Sports Network and all of our platforms. Thanks to Chris Slackner, Sir Spotify, as we call him, our producer. I'm Don Rebel. We will have our WPIAL boys and girls basketball players of the week once the championships are over the weekend into Monday. And then we will have our team of the week. And we'll continue all this stuff, podcasts and everything, all the way through the PIAA playoffs. Thanks for tuning in. And thanks to our good friends at Edgar Snyder and Associates as well. I'm Don Rebel. Enjoy the championships at the Peak here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.